This looks stressful, right? Flashing numbers, weird monsters, and a deck of cards that controls your fate. This is Slay the Spire, a game known for intense strategy, tough difficulty, and the kind of brain-melting decisions that feel like the exact opposite of a cozy game. But what if the real meaning of cozy isn't about having no challenge, but having no pressure? Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck-building game where you battle your way up a mysterious spire, filled with monsters, traps, and treasures. Each run, you choose a unique character with their own starting deck and build a strategy by collecting new cards, relics, and potions. No two runs are the same, making each climb a fresh challenge, filled with tough choices and satisfying combos. So is one of the most celebrated deck-building games of the last decade a secretly cozy masterpiece? Well, today we're not just reviewing the game, we're going to figure out if Slay the Spire is, against all odds, the perfect cozy game. The biggest argument against Slay the Spire being cozy is that it's hard. You will die. A lot. But let's think about failure a little bit differently. In Slay the Spire, the stakes are beautifully low. When a run ends, you haven't really lost anything, all you've lost is that one attempt. Failure isn't a punishment, it's how you learn. The game isn't penalising you, it's teaching you. Each run is a new experiment, and this flips death from being a stressful setback into a simple low-pressure reset. Every decision, big or small, shapes your run in tangible ways. Each card you add, relic you pick, or path you take can drastically alter your strategy and odds of survival. The real progression isn't just unlocking new cards or characters, it's about the progression that's happening inside your own head. You get better, smarter, and more creative with every single attempt. The journey of slow mastery, driven purely by your own curiosity, is a powerful and deeply cozy way to play. So it's a 2 out of 2 for meaningful progression. Every loss is a lesson. And every win is an accident I'll pretend was completely planned. A huge part of cozy gaming is feeling like you're in control, and Slay the Spire gives you that control, but only to a certain extent. From the very first floor, every choice is yours. For which cards you pick, what route you take, what potions you use. There's a lot of choices in this game that really gives you a sense of control. But here's the most powerful cozy feature: the game is turn-based. There's no timers, no reaction tests, no demands on your reflexes. An enemy will also show you exactly what they're going to do, so you have all the time in the world to figure out your perfect counterplay. This chill, self-directed pace is perfect for feeling completely absorbed. It's an active, engaged relaxation where the noise of the real world just fades away. Despite the fact that Slay the Spire gives you plenty of choices, your sense of control can easily dissolve into chaos. Sometimes, no matter how smart your decisions are, you're just at the mercy of the RNG. The card rewards might never line up with your strategy. You might face 3 tough fights in a row with a garbage deck and no healing. Even within combat, enemy intent is visible, but their patterns and combinations can still feel brutally random at times. You have agency, but it's the kind where you're carefully steering a ship in a storm and hoping the storm doesn't catch up with you. So in short, yes, you make a lot of meaningful choices, but it doesn't feel like full agency. So it's a 1 out of 2 for sense of agency or control. I feel powerful right up until the enemies start doing better math than me. Coziness is less about specific mechanics or the way games look, it's about how a game makes you feel. You play the games because it simply feels good. Slay the Spire runs on that exact same principle sometimes. Slay the Spire gives you just enough to feel invested, but not quite enough to feel attached. The main reward isn't seeing the victory screen, it's the journey. It's the thrill of discovering a new powerful combo, or that aha moment when you build a deck that feels completely unstoppable. It feels rewarding not just because you filled up a progress bar, but because you did something cool all on your own. You can definitely develop a strong connection to your deck, each card choice feels personal, and the relics you collect start to define your strategy and identity for that run. There's a subtle kind of connection that builds through mastery, knowing your cards, reading the enemies, and feeling proud when your big synergy finally works. Whilst you connect to the game via your strategy and choices, there isn't an emotional pull driving you forward, which can be an important part of cozy games. There isn't an overall branching narrative in Slay the Spire, or built-in ways to connect you with the game world or its characters. You might feel proud, frustrated, or even obsessed, but rarely connected to the game. Your victories are satisfying, but they're just not personal. You're not rooting for the hero, you're just trying not to misplay and get as far as you can in your run. It's a great game, but not a heartfelt one, which limits its potential as a cozy game. So it's a 1 out of 2 for player connection. I don't know who my character is, but they have great taste in relics and poor life choices, just like me. Hey there, just a quick pause to say that if you're enjoying the chill vibes and discovering new and unconventional cozy games, subscribe to the channel. If you wanted to support the channel a little bit more, you can also give this Slothee a coffee. And trust me, I need the energy. You can find the link in the description below. And now, back to the video. The term cozy usually makes you think of games with soft art styles and heartwarming vibes. Slay the Spire with its creepy world and monsters seems like a lost cause. But if we dig a little deeper, the cozy atmosphere is built on key ingredients: safety and softness. Safety comes from the freedom to play at your own pace without being punished. Softness comes not from the colours but from the low pressure turn-based tasks that can create a feeling of calm. The game proves coziness is less about a specific look and more about creating a space where the player feels safe and in control. The enemies are strange and memorable, and the music sets a moody, mysterious tone that creates a consistent vibe. Every floor feels like it belongs in the same strange, slightly cursed universe. However, whilst it creates a sense of consistency through its atmosphere, Slay the Spire doesn't feel very deep. The environments are mostly static, the backgrounds don't evolve much, and there's no real narrative immersion or visual storytelling to pull you in further. You feel present in the game, but not drawn into its world. It's functional and a little bit quirky, but once you've seen each act a few times, the atmosphere fades into the background. So while the atmosphere is unique and supports the gameplay well, it just doesn't quite elevate the experience or linger with you in a meaningful way. It's just enough to set the tone, but not enough to make you live there in your head. That's why it gets a 1 out of 2 for player connection. Slay the Spire has incredible replayability thanks to its roguelike structure, randomization, and sheer variety of strategies. Everyone will feel different: new card rewards, enemy encounters, relic combos, or map routes keep the experience fresh even after dozens or hundreds of attempts. Unlockable characters and ascending difficulty levels add long-term goals and challenge, making it dangerously easy to say just one more run at 2 AM. Whether you're chasing the perfect synergy or just trying to survive Act 1 without shame, the game keeps pulling you back in with its endless possibilities. This replayability isn't about grinding, it's about experimenting. You're not just playing the game, you're playing with its systems, and that keeps the experience rewarding. So it's a 2 out of 2 for replayability. Every run is unique, which is great because I'm uniquely bad at all of them. So, is Slay the Spire a cozy game? Well, it scores a 7 out of 10, putting it in our almost cozy category. If your definition of cozy has to include pastel colours and farming, then no, Slay the Spire wouldn't probably be cozy for you. But if we judge it by how it feels to play, the answer is a huge surprising yes. It gives you a low-stakes world where failure is a gentle teacher. It gives you total control and a self-directed pace. While the game's atmosphere and player connection fall a little bit short, the game still pulls you in with its addictive rhythm and endless room for experimentation. It proves that coziness isn't an aesthetic, it's a feeling. So Slay the Spire is a great choice for a game to get lost in, and to challenge your mind in a comfortable way. It may not be the cozy game you think you want, but for anyone who finds peace in strategy, it might just be the cozy game you need. But that's just my take. What are your thoughts on Slay the Spire as a cozy game? And what makes a game cozy for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, it's been really lovely spending time with you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.